Hello yogis, welcome to a class in the energy of Capricorn. Remember, this class you can do anytime, any place that works for you. Remember to like and subscribe to my channel, and if you like what you experience, please share it with others. So this Capricorn class is about, is governed by Saturn. Saturn is the energy of discipline, of self-control, of boundaries, of rules and regulations. From a health perspective, Capricorn rules our skin and our bones and our joints. So we have a mental focus on keeping our skeletal structure really, really strong when we work with this energy. So I encourage you to come with me and we'll do some stretches, we'll do some 4-4 breathing, we'll do some postures to work with the body, and we'll finish off with some relaxation. So let's start off by stretching tall as far as your body can stretch, up on your toes, reach for the sky, feeling the spaces between your vertebrae expand. Take your feet out to the side, take your arms out to shoulder height. Really feel the space between your shoulders. And now coming forward into tabletop, keep those arms nice and dynamic. And now allow the arms to drop to the ground and let gravity take your head and shoulders towards the ground. Feel where you're feeling the stretch in your body. It might be your buttocks, it might be your hamstrings, it might be somewhere else. Just notice what's happening in your body. And gently raise the body up. Raise the body up. Shrug the shoulders up and back and down and forward and up and back and down and forward and up and back and down, and heel toe the feet in together and give it all a shake. And let's do that all again. So stretching tall once more, see if you can find a bit more space between your vertebra, coming up tall. And once more, taking your feet as wide apart as possible, arms out at shoulder height, really opening up the space between the shoulder blades. And now once more, coming forward into tabletop, push the back side out so your back is parallel with the ground. Hold that dynamic posture for a moment. And now drop your arms towards the ground and clasp your elbows with your hands. And gently rock your arms backwards and forwards. Just watch what I'm doing, backwards and forwards. And gradually rock towards your right knee. Back to center, and now towards your left knee, back to center, and once more over towards your right knee. See if you can go a bit further this time than you went the first time. Really feeling the stretch in your legs. Back towards the center. And now over towards your left knee. Again, go further this time than you went last time. Back to center. Drop your arms to the floor. And gradually raise your body up. And this time take your shoulders back and up and forward and down. and back and up and forward and down and back and up and forward and down. And heel toe your feet in together and give it all a good shake. Feeling a bit more relaxed, a bit more flexible this time. And so now we're going to work with rotation for the spine. Remember, when you have a healthy spine and a flexible spine, lots of things in the body work really, really well. So let's start up stretching tall, and we're going to make little circles with our hands, so feet about hip width apart, hands clasped together, palms facing away from your body, and making little circles with your hands, arms, and then making the circles a bit bigger, and a bit bigger again. Shoulder height, and now waist height, and knee height. Big circles down, halfway down your calves, big circles. And now touch the floor as you go round. And back to the floor, and now reversing, so round, big circle, big circle. And down halfway between your knees and your feet. And now your knees and your hips and your waist and your chest and your nose. Little circle on the crown above your head, reaching up and relax. And let the breath flow for a moment. For our breathing today, we're going to do 4-4 breathing. So imagine just inside your forehead there's a silver screen, around which is a row of golden lights. And we're going to breathe in along the left side to the count of 4. We're going to hold the breath across the top to the count of 4. We're going to breathe out along the right to the count of 4, and we're going to be without breath along the bottom to the count of 4. So let's begin. I'll count you through a few, and then I'll ask you to do a few by yourself. So let's begin. Bottom left side, breathing in along the left, 3, 4. Hold the breath across the top, 3, 4. Out along the right, 3, 4. Hold the breath along the bottom, 3, 4. Into the left, 2, 3, 4. Hold across the top, 2, 3, 4. Out to the side, 2, 3, 4. Without breath along the bottom, 3, 4. Into the left, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. Without, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. Without, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. Without, 2, 3, 4. In. Hold. Out. Without. In. Hold. Out. Without. In. Hold. Out. Without. Now 3 more breaths to your own count, and then allow your breathing to return to normal. Now when you're ready, release your legs and stretch them out. Point your toes, bring them back, point them and bring them back. Rotate your feet and return to a cross-legged position. We're going to work with a mudra to begin our yoga practice. So remember, a nice straight spine is really important. Sit back a bit further so you can see what's happening here. So take your awareness to that space inside of you that is who you really are. Forefinger and thumb together, straight fingers, sitting up nice and straight. Take your awareness to the uniqueness of yourself. And breathing in, make a triangle, arms up to shoulder height, gently bend the elbows and the wrists, palms facing out. Leaning forward, breathing out, crossing the wrists behind the lower back and bowing this first time, respecting yourself, respecting the uniqueness of who you really are. Now breathing in, raise the head up, arms up to shoulder height, gently bend the elbows and the wrists, palms facing out. Release the hands and the breath. And once more, breathing in, triangle, arms up to shoulder height, gently bend the elbows and the wrists, palms facing out. Leaning forward, breathing out, crossing the wrists behind the lower back and bowing the second time, respecting the others around you, those who are close to you, your parents, your partners, your children. Respect those who support you in your journey and respect for others. Breathing in, head up, arms up to shoulder height, gently bend the elbows and the wrists, palms facing out. Release the breath and the hands. Breathing in, triangle, arms up to shoulder height, gently bend the elbows of the wrists, palms facing out. Leaning forward as far as the body will let you, cross the wrists behind the lower back and bow this final time, respecting Mother Earth. Respecting Mother Earth for supplying us with what we need for our bodies, our fresh air, our fresh water, food and shelter. Bow in respect for the earth. Breathing in, head up, arms up to shoulder height, gently bend the elbows and the wrists, palms facing out. Release the hands and the breath. Release your hands, allow your elbows to settle into your hips and sit with your eyes closed and your back straight. And just be for a moment, enjoying that space you've created for you. and blink, blink, blink your eyes open and release the legs. And once more. Point and back, point and back, point and back. Rotate the feet and the other way. And wiggle your fingers and your toes as if you're playing the piano. Okay, now let's work with the suprarenal glands right above the kidneys in the middle of the back. And these suprarenal glands are the glands that give us the determination to succeed, that give us the willpower and support what we really want to do. So raise your feet up towards the ceiling. Clasp your hands around your ankles. And breathing in, raise your head up, your chest up, and your knees up. Pushing those feet up towards the ceiling, pushing them up high, creating a lovely squeeze across those suprarenal glands in the middle of the back, balancing that hormonal energy to ensure that you achieve what you set out to achieve. And gently release your knees and your torso, turn your head to one side and just give in. Notice what's happening in your body. Where can you feel your heart beating? Understand that the little pauses between the postures are just as important as the postures themselves. And now we're going to work with Nagasan the Cobra to work with the heart energy. So bring your elbows, tuck your elbows into your ribs on the ground, hands by your shoulders, palms facing down, forehead on the ground. And breathing in, raising the head up, coming up onto the chest, resting on your pubic bones, dropping your shoulders away from the ears, feeling that lovely stretch across the heart muscle, giving us strength and energy to keep our heart physically healthy and well. Understanding that there's a thymus gland that runs alongside the heart that's there to protect our bodies from various bugs, the viruses, the funguses, the bacteria. So we're working to keep our bodies healthy and well with Nagasan the Cobra. And gently release the abdomen and the chest and take the forehead to the ground and turn the head to the other side and just give in. And again, notice what you notice in your body. Understanding and appreciating that the little space between the postures is just as important as the postures themselves. Now reaching out with your right arm and pushing with your left, coming on over onto your back. Bring your hands together above your heart or behind the small of your back and sit yourselves up. Sitting yourselves up, push your hands, your palms down just underneath your buttocks, elbows facing towards the back, and gently allowing your body to go down on your elbows, drop your head back, and allow it to drape back towards the floor. Push your chest up and breathe and enjoy the stretch in your throat
Enjoy the interesting feeling with your head behind you. This is the total hormone balance. We're working with the pituitary gland, the master gland of the body that manages the hormones of all the other endocrine glands. Matsya-san, the fish. And gently flatten your elbows, drape your head back to the ground, release your hands, swallow to release your throat. Very gently roll your ear to the right side so that your right ear touches the ground. And back to the center. And now over towards the left, so your left ear touches the ground. And back to the center. And once more, bringing your feet together, hands either in prayer position over your heart or behind the small of your back, and sit yourself up. Swing your body around and come onto your hands and knees. And we're going to finish off with Nagasan the Elephant. So hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Tuck your toes under. Raise your hips towards the ceiling. Take your feet a little bit apart to the side of the mat if you're using one, and push your head, pushing on your hands. Allow your head to drape between your shoulders, just like the heavy trunk of an elephant. Your head should feel loose but heavy. Your shoulders should be quite relaxed. Know that you're working energetically with the pineal gland, the one that connects us with all there is. We're also working with the energy of the organs of the head, the eyes, the ears, the nose, the mouth. Remember to breathe, just let the breath flow. And now looking up towards your hands, bring your feet slightly closer together. Drop your knees back down to the ground. Untuck your toes and sit back towards your heels. Make fists with your hands and allow your forehead to sit on your fists, enabling the blood supply between your head and your heart to return to normal. And when you're ready, sit yourselves up. Shrug your shoulders. Stretch your head up, drop it back. Bring it back so your chin is on your chest. And take your chin from shoulder to shoulder across your chest, as if you're windscreen wiping your chest. And back to the center. And raise the head up and drop it back again. And windscreen wipe the back of the neck in the same way. Get back to center. Shrug your shoulders once more. And then lie yourselves down to have a well-deserved Safasana or relaxation. So lying on your backs, your legs nice and easy. Your feet flopped comfortably apart. Your arms lying by your sides, palms facing up, fingers lightly curled. Shrug your shoulders and allow your head and shoulders to be comfortable on the ground. Lick your lips and allow your tongue to settle behind your teeth, leaving them slightly apart. Close your eyes and just allow the breath to flow in the rhythm of your body. Keep your mental focus on the breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. If your mind should wander, bring it back to the breathing in and the breathing out. And your mantra for this energy in Capricorn: I am listening to the authority of my own inner being. I am listening to the authority of my own inner being. I am listening to the authority of my own inner being. And very gently bring your mind back to the present. Breathe in a full yoga breath and sigh it out. And with your next inward breath, raise your arms above your head and give your body a beautiful stretch. And release. Roll over onto your left side and stretch and arch the body to the left. And back on your backs. And then over to the right side and stretch and arch the body to the right. Bring your knees up to your chest and be in that fetal position until you're ready to return to a sitting position. And namaste, my friend. Thank you for joining me in this class of Capricorn. Listen to your inner